Before you spend another Mercury dime, stop and check what is in your hands. Some of these tiny silver coins are hiding a combined fortune worth over $1 million, and people are still passing them away every single day without realizing it. Do not spend these coins, because the biggest mistake could be throwing away a treasure that was sitting in your pocket. Check your pocket now, because nobody talks about these hidden fortunes. Collectors are fighting for them. Auctions are creating real shock, and these coins are changing everything. Stay until the end, because the final discovery is the one most people never expect. Coin number 1. Imagine finding a tiny piece of metal that looks old, dark, and almost unwanted, then discovering it could represent a life-changing opportunity. The 1918 Mercury dime with no mint mark is exactly the kind of coin most people overlook. This is not fiction. This is the type of hidden treasure that disappears when people spend it without knowing what they have. Created during a major period in U.S. history, this coin came from a nation dealing with World War I pressure, economic changes, and a rapidly transforming America. That intense period pushed the U.S. mint into a world where every coin carried a story. The 1918 Mercury dime belongs to the famous winged Liberty head design era, a time when American coinage was becoming a symbol of strength and identity. On the front, you see Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, often mistaken as Mercury, with the words "Liberty" across the top, "In God We Trust" behind her, and the year 1918 below. On the reverse, a fasces wrapped with an olive branch represents unity and peace, while United States of America and one dime surround the design. Every small detail matters to collectors. This coin was made from a 90% silver and 10% copper composition, giving it a different feel compared with modern pocket change. It weighs about 2.5 grams, has a diameter of about 17.9 millimeters, and a thickness near 1.35 millimeters. The edge has reeding, also called the coin's girth texture, which collectors carefully inspect for authenticity and wear. When you hold one, it feels like a piece of another era, not just a simple dime. But what makes the 1918 no mint mark Mercury dime so fascinating is the story behind survival. Millions of coins vanish, get damaged, get melted, or are lost forever. Finding one with an attractive gray-black antique surface and fine condition can immediately grab attention. Original toning matters because that natural aging can reveal the coin's history. Never clean the coin. Polishing, chemicals, or trying to make it shiny can destroy the original surface and erase the very features collectors value. Collectors obsess over tiny details on coins like this. They check the date, the missing mint mark, the sharpness of Liberty's details, the condition of the silver surface, and whether the coin has been preserved naturally. Most people miss these signs because they only see an old dime. But experienced collectors see a rare survivor. This detail changes everything because a coin's story is often hidden in the smallest marks. The biggest mistake people make is rushing. If you find a coin that looks unusual, store it carefully in a proper coin holder, away from moisture and scratches. Some collectors search old collections, inherited boxes, forgotten jars, and hidden places around the world where coins sit untouched for decades. Never try to clean it at home. When checking coins for purchase, look closely at the date, mint mark, edges, and overall condition before making decisions. Today, this 1918 Mercury dime, with no mint mark, in fine condition, is surrounded by serious collector interest, with a market value claim reaching around $390,000 in the USA for this example. That kind of number turns a small dime into a silent fortune. Collectors often hold on to coins like this instead of selling, because supply keeps shrinking while demand grows. Professional grading is critical because authentication and condition can completely change a coin's value. Do not spend this coin if you believe you have found one. Be patient, protect the original surface, and understand what you are holding. A forgotten dime could become hidden wealth that changes your future. But stay with me, because the next Mercury dime is even more unbelievable. It has a story that collectors chase, a rarity that shocks beginners, and a value that makes people wish they had checked their pocket change sooner. Next up, a coin sitting unnoticed in a drawer could be the mistake someone else makes you rich from. The 1927 Mercury dime with the S mint mark is the kind of hidden treasure that people accidentally spend because they only see an old dime. But collectors see something completely different. This is not just pocket change, it is a piece of history that survived when countless others disappeared. Do not spend this coin if you find one, because what looks ordinary could be a silent fortune. The year 1927 came during a changing America, when the nation was moving through a powerful era of growth, industry, and financial transformation. Coins from this period carried the pressure of high production demands and a country rebuilding after World War I. The San Francisco Mint produced coins under different conditions, and surviving examples from this era became harder to find. The 1927 S Mercury dime carries that forgotten story, making collectors search for this exact piece. The front of this dime features the famous winged Liberty head design, with Liberty wearing a winged cap that many people mistake for the Roman god Mercury. Around her are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date 1927. Flip it over, and you find a facet wrapped with an olive branch, representing strength and peace, surrounded by United States of America and one dime. Every letter and line becomes important when collectors examine the coin. Made with 90% silver and 10% copper, this dime has the classic feel of early American silver coinage. It weighs about 2.5 grams, measures approximately 17.9 millimeters across, and has a thickness near 1.35 millimeters. The reeded edge, sometimes called the coin's girth detail, helps collectors identify wear and authenticity. Holding one feels different because this small coin carries nearly a century of survival. The grey-black antique look on a fine-condition 1927 S Mercury dime can attract serious attention. That natural surface, also called original toning, tells collectors the coin aged without being heavily altered. Never clean the coin, because a shiny appearance created by chemicals or polishing can destroy the original character and permanently reduce value. Most people miss these signs because they judge the coin by appearance instead of history. Collectors focus on the S mint mark, the sharpness of Liberty's features, the condition of the silver, and every tiny detail hidden on the surface. They know coins like this are becoming harder to locate because many were lost, damaged, melted, or thrown away. Store valuable finds safely in a protective holder, avoid scratches, and never rush decisions. Patience creates wealth in coin collecting. Today, the 1927 S Mercury dime in fine condition has a market value claim reaching around $385,000 in the USA for this example. That turns a small silver dime into serious money, a hidden opportunity hiding in plain sight. Collectors often hold on to pieces like this instead of selling because demand remains strong, while surviving examples become fewer. Professional grading is critical before making any major decision. What comes next is even bigger. The next Mercury dime is rarer, more shocking, and a coin people are accidentally losing every day. The most dangerous coins are not always the ones that look valuable. Sometimes the coins that get ignored, tossed aside, or mixed into old change are the ones collectors dream about finding. The 1936 Mercury dime with the S mint mark is one of those hidden treasures hiding quietly in plain sight. People are accidentally losing these coins every day because they only see a small piece of silver. But serious collectors see a rare survivor with a story that cannot be replaced. During 1936, America was moving through a period of recovery and transformation after the struggles of the Great Depression era. The country was rebuilding confidence, industries were changing, and the demand for everyday coins continued. The San Francisco Mint played an important role in producing coins during this time, and every surviving 1936 Mercury dime carries the pressure and history of that generation. This is why collectors pay close attention to coins from this era. The obverse of this Mercury dime shows the iconic winged Liberty head portrait, featuring Liberty wearing a winged cap. Around her image are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 1936. On the reverse side, the design changes completely, showing a fasces wrapped with an olive branch, representing strength and peace. Around the reverse are United States of America and one dime. These details are not just decoration, they are the clues collectors study. This coin was created from a classic silver mixture of 90% silver and 10% copper. Its weight is approximately 2.5 grams, with a diameter around 17.9 millimeters and thickness near 1.35 millimeters. The edge features reeding, which gives the coin its recognizable texture and helps experts examine authenticity and wear. Even after nearly a century, a surviving example can still feel like a direct connection to America's past. The gray-black appearance on a 1936 Mercury dime can make collectors stop and look closer. That dark, antique surface can develop naturally over many decades, creating a unique personality that cannot be recreated easily. Original toning matters because collectors value coins that have preserved their natural history. Never clean the coin, never use chemicals, and never try to make an old silver coin look new. One mistake can remove the very features that make it valuable. The S mint mark is one of the first things collectors check. They also examine Liberty's details, the lettering, the date, the edges, and the overall preservation. Most people overlook these tiny clues because they are searching for a shiny modern coin, not realizing that a darker old coin may be the one hiding serious value. Stay till the end, because this is where many people discover what they have been missing. Finding a coin like this requires patience. Some of the most interesting discoveries come from forgotten collections, old containers, inherited coin boxes, and places where coins have remained untouched for years. If you believe you found one, protect it in a proper holder and avoid unnecessary handling. When checking coins for buying or collecting, always look at the date, mint mark, surface, and condition before anything else. Today, the 1936 Mercury dime in fine condition has a market value claim reaching around $360,000 in the USA for this example. That amount transforms a simple dime into hidden wealth, a silent fortune that could be sitting where nobody expects. Collectors compete for coins like this because the supply continues shrinking while demand remains strong. Many collectors hold on to these pieces instead of selling, waiting for the right moment. Professional grading is critical because experts verify authenticity and condition, and those details can separate an ordinary coin from a valuable discovery. Do not spend this coin if you find one. What looks like a forgotten dime could be a life-changing opportunity. But the next Mercury dime is even more shocking. A coin with a history that makes collectors chase harder, and a rarity that most people never notice until it is already gone.